That man, our boo, was brother man. And today we got another video, man. The sports world is reacting to Bill Belichick getting snubbed for the Hall of Fame. God damn.
Brother, what's that?
What's that, brother?
What's that,
Doesn't
brother?
just look like you, brother. What's that, Coach Belichick? It doesn't look like you, brother. Now, what I can say is how he gets snubbed for the Hall of Fame when becoming first eligible for that job. That's what kind of get me. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Bill Belichick, man. I'm not sure what's going on, but it looked like he ain't got no friends that's in that voting booth. Because, you know, as a coach, as his whole career as a coach, damn, has it been 5 years? Maybe it's different for coaches. Because I feel like he was coaching 5 years ago. Maybe it's different for coaches, who knows? But with that being said, it's just that, you know, with him not being chosen to become the Hall of Fame, what's up with that? You don't got enough friends up there? Is the recent, scandals and news articles the reason why? You know what I'm saying? It's just a little confusing. Damn. But with that being said, man, it's your man, Abu. It's brother man, and we back with another video. Today we on Bleacher Report, and looks like Bleacher Report got a reaction from Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders reacts to Bill Belichick's reported 2026 Hall of Fame class snub as ignorant. Let's see what he got to say. Bill Belichick's reported Hall of Fame snub has left many in the football world stunned, including Colorado head coach Deion Sanders. Sanders reacted to the news on social media on Tuesday. The disrespect to Coach Belichick is straight out ignorant. He's arguably the best NFL coach to ever coach the game. How quickly we forget the impact Coach Belichick made on all of us. Now, Coach Prime is outspoken, and not that he needs this, but these other coaches ain't never outspoken when it comes to speaking on your behalf, Coach Prime, Coach Deion Sanders. So I just want to watch, sometimes just lay low, you know what I'm saying? And it looks like they took this from your Twitter anyway, from your social media. So you're free to say what you want to say, but look, he don't got to stop defending these guys. But I see Coach Prime every week when the Buffs got a new opponent. He's talking about how much he loves to coach over there, and he don't be getting the same love back. Not saying that he's looking for it, not saying that he need it, but the love that Coach Prime be showing to all his opponents as far as their head coaches, overall, he does not get that reciprocated. So, shouting out, Belichick is cool and all, but I hope Belichick will sound off the alarm when it comes to you as well. But let's see. Belichick, the legendary former head coach of the New England Patriots, learned from a Hall of Fame representative last Friday that he will not be a first ballot Hall of Famer, according to ESPN's Don Van Natta Jr. and Seth Wickersham. Man, so they tell you you're not gonna be shit. Snub meant that he did not receive the 40 out of 50 votes needed to secure a spot in the Hall. According to Van Natta and Wickersham, a source described Belichick as puzzled and disappointed by the news. Yeah, man, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. You put in as much work as he put in. You win as many championships as he has won. I feel the same way if I'm not in the Hall of Fame first ballot. You dig what I'm saying? So Van Natta and Wickersham noted that Belichick missed out on being the first ballot Hall of Famer, could not have could not have to do with his involvement in the Spygate and Deflategate scandals. Do you want to put a coach now? Belichick, you have been in some shit now. Spygate, Deflategate, all proven to be factual, all under your nose. I won't even think about that. You know what I'm saying? When you win the championship, all else is forgotten, right? But your cheating has been a problem ever since the early days of your Patriots run. According to one voter, former Buffalo Bills and Indianapolis Colts general manager Bill Polian told some voters he believed Belichick should wait a year before induction as penance for Spygate. Damn. Hey, so they punishing Bill. Hey, man, they punish T.O., you punish Bill. Fuck you mean? Nah, bruh. Yeah, you arguably the best coach we've ever seen. You probably the best there was, the best there is, the best that will ever do it. But that goes without saying that you've been involved in two major scandals when it comes to cheating. Spygate, Deflategate. And I fuck with Polian for putting his ass out there. I fuck with Bill Polian for putting his name out there. Putting pen to pad and letting you know, yeah, it's me. Yeah, I think you should wait a year. And according to one voter, so he being snitched on. According to one voter, former Buffalo Bills and Indianapolis Colts general manager Bill Polian, quote unquote, told some voters he believed Belichick should wait a year before induction as a penance for Spygate. Polian denied any influence over voters. He ain't denied not saying it though. He ain't said I ain't say it. He denied influence. But still, I respect it. The nigga was cheating, man. And who knows, that's only when he got caught. What about the times he ain't get caught? The nigga was cheating, man. Best coach this, best coach that. You still was cheating. On two different occasions, you got caught. And you've done it more because the first time for Spygate, you got caught by an acquaintance, by someone who used to work for you. So he said, hey, Bill, the thing you do, don't do it to me. And you still did it. Disrespectful. You couldn't coach against that man straight up. And he snitched. The coach of the Jets at that time, I forgot his name. He be on Fox Sports 1 right now. But nonetheless, and then Deflategate. Bro, you know about them footballs getting deflated, bro. Stop playing. Polian denied any influence over voters. He did not deny saying it. Respect. Now, somebody snitched on him. Now, I would rather Polian come out and say how he felt from the rip. But it looks like he couldn't because somebody came out and snitched on him before. According to one voter. Why can't you put your name on the line? I don't like that pussy shit, man. Belichick won 6 Super Bowls with the Patriots and is widely considered to be one of the greatest coaches of all time, as Sanders noted. Considering how much backlash has come from his snub this year, it would be nothing short of shocking if he didn't end up in the Hall of Fame next year. Damn. That's all we need. That's all we needed. I don't think we need to search anymore. Let's see what else, what other articles is out there. Well, he looked like he got snubbed. Look at his face. Let's see what ESPN got to say. Now, when you put it in perspective and talk about the cheating, I understand it, bro. Like, you in the Hall of Fame, man, like, bruh, you definitely was cheating, man. And you was probably cheating against Bill Polian when he was coaching for the Colts. That's what I'm saying. You gotta watch what you do. What you do to people, man. So does Van Natta and Wickersham work together? Like, what the hell? Oh, okay. They got a little bit more insight. Let's go ahead and read this. It's a long ass article. Let's check this out. So this is an article from Van Natta and Wickersham from today, 5 p.m. Bill Belichick, the 8-time Super Bowl winning coach, is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Let's see. Let's go to the big screen. In voting earlier this month, Belichick fell short of the 40 out of 50 votes needed for induction to Pro Football Hall of Fame during his first year of eligibility. 4 sources with firsthand knowledge of the outcome told ESPN Belichick received a call from a Hall of Fame representative last Friday afternoon with the news that he won't be inducted into the hall in Canton, Ohio this summer. Several sources who spoke with the coach over the weekend described Belichick as puzzled and disappointed by his inability to secure support from at least 80% of Hall committee members. 6 Super Bowls isn't enough, Belichick asked an associate, referring to the championships he won as head coach of the New England Patriots. He won 2 more as defensive coordinator of the New York Giants. To another associate, he said, "What does a guy have to do? Like, what? Not cheat, nigga? God damn, bro, you cheated, and bro, you was a cheater. You was the best cheater. You were the best cheater. Let's be real. You was the best cheater, the best coach, best all that. But best cheater is associated with your title. You got caught cheating twice, and from the first guy that caught you, he knew you've been doing it. Let's stop. Let's stop." Another source familiar with Belichick's thinking said, politics kept him out. He doesn't believe this is a reflection of his accomplishments. Belichick denied comment to ESPN. A spokesperson for the Hall provided a statement. The Pro Football Hall of Fame does not comment on the voting of the selection committee and awaits the unveiling of the class of 2026 at NFL Honors on February 5th in San Francisco. So basically, nigga, we ain't telling you shit, nigga. We don't speak on the voting committee. The committee chose to vote who they chose to vote. The inductees are scheduled to be announced next week during Super Bowl activities. With an NFL coaching record of 333 and 178, including the playoffs, career victories second only to Don Shula's 347, Belichick was considered by most fans and Hall voters to be a first ballot lock. I did too until I forgot about the cheating shit. Like, the niggas that he was going up against, the niggas he was cheating against are in the Hall of Fame right now. And they have to decide how you get in and when you get in. And you fuck that up for yourself, but cheating all the time, goddamn. The Hall's voting committee is composed mostly of veteran NFL reporters, but also includes football figures such as former general manager Bill Polian and former coach Tony Dungy, both of whom are Hall of Famers. You cheated against both of these guys. You don't think this they get back. This they get back.
Packing the air, this gas what?
Yeah. This they get back.
Packing the air, this gas what?
You thought it was.
Damn.
You thought it was.
Damn.
You thought it was.
Damn.
Fuck me. Shit, nigga. This year, Belichick was a finalist with Robert Kraft, his fellow co-architect of an NFL dynasty in New England. It marked the first time that Kraft 84 was a Hall finalist after 14 years of campaigning on his behalf by his team's longtime PR man and other supporters. Kraft and Belichick have become bitter antagonists since parting ways in January 2024. It's unknown whether Kraft or any other finalists received the necessary votes for induction, but we know who didn't. Damn. On January 13th, voters met from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. to discuss and debate the qualifications of this year's finalists, which also included 3 seniors: former Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Ken Anderson, San Francisco 49ers running back Roger Craig, and the late L.C. Greenwood, who was a defensive end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Multiple sources told ESPN that Spygate and Deflategate, the twin cheating scandals during the Patriots championship run, came up in deliberations among voters. A voter who spoke on condition of an anonymity said that Polian, an ardent Kraft supporter and former general manager of the Buffalo Bills and Indianapolis Colts, a chief Patriots rival during their dynasty, told some voters he believed Belichick should, quote unquote, wait a year before induction as penance for Spygate, the 2007 cheating scandal that cost the team a first-round draft pick. Commissioner Roger Goodell also fined the Patriots $500,000 and fined Belichick $250,000. The only explanation for the outcome was the cheating stuff. A veteran Hall voter told ESPN on Tuesday, it really bothered some of the guys. In an interview with ESPN on Tuesday night, Polian denied telling fellow voters that Belichick should serve a 1-year penance for the Spygate. But he said he heard his fellow voters float that idea. But he insisted he didn't agree or disagree with the proposal. Polian said he voted for Kraft and even spoke up on his behalf during the deliberations, saying Kraft had no knowledge of Spygate scheme. Polian added that he could not remember with 100% certainty if he voted for Bill Belichick, saying he was 95% sure he voted for the coach and player, most likely L.C. Greenwood. I was shocked to learn Bill didn't get in, Polian said. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Come on, Polian, don't play with us, Bill. Bill, Polian, don't play with us, bruh. Because you giving us 2 statements that could be true. You were shocked that he didn't get in. You could be. But then you're saying he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, which he should be. But don't play with us, bro. If you was on the other side, you was on the other side. If you were op, you were op.
I'm packing the edits, guess what?
When told that Belichick isn't the first ballot Hall of Famer, Peter King, a 32-year Hall of Fame voter who is now retired from the committee, said, "Holy fuck, I'm very, very surprised. A lot of things happen in that room that are unexpected. And of course, this is a big surprise to me," King said. Kraft and Belichick vying for the immortality in Canton against each other in the same year was made even richer by their complicated, embittered relationship after a remarkable 24 years in New England. The animosity that played out publicly since they parted ways on a Gillette Stadium podium in January 24, and it has gotten even worse since Belichick took the coaching job at North Carolina, where he finished 4-8 in his inaugural season. Kraft's Patriots, under first-year head coach Mike Vrabel, will play Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl LX on February 8th, which is, I know Kraft is jumping for joy when it comes to that, because he got back to the big show without Tommy, without Billy. He showed that he didn't need none of y'all. He just needed to get his front office in order so that they can get the entire team in order. For the second year, the finalists in the coaches and contributors category, Belichick and Kraft, are competing against 3 senior nominees. Because each voter can select only 3 finalists, multiple sources among the voters had predicted it it was possible, maybe even probable, that Kraft could be elected but not Belichick, or vice versa. As for the three senior nominees, Anderson is a four-time Pro Bowler for the Bengals who won the NFL MVP award in 1981. Craig, who played most of his career for the 49ers, is one of the only three NFL players to amass 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. Greenwood, L.C. Greenwood, was a member of the Steelers' vaunted Steel Curtain defense that won 4 Super Bowls in the 70s. Damn, LC, it sounds like LC need to be in there over y'all. Belichick left New England with records that will be nearly impossible for any current or future coach to match. He won 17 division titles, the most by a head coach in the NFL history, and 9 conference championships, the most by any coach in the Super Bowl era. He made 12 Super Bowl appearances, including his time as an assistant with the Giants, and his 21 winning seasons as a head coach trails only George Halas, John Shula, Curly Lambeau, and Tom Landry. The 8 other semifinalists in the coaches category this year were Tom Coughlin, Mike Holmgren, Chuck Knox, Buddy Parker, Dan Reeves, Marty Schottenheimer, George Seifert, and Mike Shanahan. Belichick falling short this year means that 3 other head coaching favorites will likely need to wait at least a year for their turn. Shanahan, Coughlin, and last year's coaching finalist who fell short, Holmgren. It pushes all 3 of these coaches back a year, King said. You have to ask yourself, what does the coaches committee do next year? Are they going to again advance Belichick? Wouldn't it be embarrassing if they don't? This decision has a major impact beyond just 1 year. Damn, Belichick. Damn, Billy. Damn, Billy. All that cheating and caught up with you. It's going to catch up with you somehow, some way. That $250,000 was nothing. That $250,000 they took from you was nothing. That cheating was going to catch up with you some way, buddy. Hey, it is what it is. Bill Polian set fire to your ass and make sure. Tony Dungy set fire to your ass and make sure you ain't get this shit. Man, shout out to the Hall of Fame committee. Shout out to them, standing on business and not electing Bill Belichick as a first-time ballot Hall of Fame inductee. I feel him on that, man. Bro was cheating his whole career. And you want to be first ballot? Get the fuck out of here. I don't care how many championships you won. You're going to get it next time. You're going to get it next time. All right? So with that being said, how y'all feel about Bill Belichick not making it in the first year that he's eligible to become a Hall of Famer as a coach? What do you feel about the Patriots going to the Super Bowl now? I know we got to cover that boring-ass Super Bowl. Drake May and Sam Darnold. Man, the NFL, y'all better be happy that y'all got Cardi B for the Super Bowl, man. The only reason why I'm be interested in the Super Bowl is because Cardi B, Stephon Diggs is associated. I fuck with Mike Vrabel. I fuck with the coach for Seattle too. They defense nice, but it ain't no real star power, man. It's a rematch of the Super Bowl from last time we had the Patriots and Seahawks when it was Tom Brady against Russell Wilson and them, against the Legion of Boom and them. So hopefully it's a good Super Bowl, man. But the NFL lucky that we got Cardi. At least we can look at Cardi B, because the rest of y'all niggas is boring as hell. All right. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe if you want more videos like this. Also in the comment section, beat up the comment section, man. Let me know how y'all feel about Bill Belichick. Should he have been granted the Hall of Fame inductee this year, or should they make him wait a year or 2? Hey, bruh cheated. Bruh cheated way too much to get inducted in the first time, man. Cheated way too much to get inducted the first time. That's how I feel. So shout out to the guy for standing on business. Shout out to y'all for watching the video. And we gone.
Let's just get to the point.
Let's get to it.